nobody could paint a dream. You will never see a portrait of my love, for miracles are never seen. Anyone who sees her soon forgets the Mona Lisa. It would take, I know, a Michelangelo, and he would need the glow of dawn that paints the sky above to try and paint a portrait of my love. It would take, I know, a Michelangelo, and he would need the glow of dawn that paints the sky above to try and paint a portrait of my
Yeah, so it is drawing one, and we do a different kind of drawing scheme, I guess you could say, every week, which is pretty cool. So we get a pretty wide array of different works, which is great. We really enjoyed the class. Oh, cool. I think I can speak for everybody. We definitely learned a lot and did some fun stuff.
Yeah, we started out, we did pencil first, and we did some contour drawings, and then we did, I think next was charcoal and things like that. We did some pen work and some ink on brush, and we did these cool pencils that after you draw the pencils, then you use a water brush afterwards. And,
it's kind of like watercolor.
It turns into watercolors, yeah.
It's cool and stuff.
It's really fun class to be part of.
Yes. Yeah.
What is your final project?
Basically, this art show.
Yeah, we had a final paper to do as well, and it's kind of like our journey.
Yeah, we did a
throughout the class.
project on some artists as well, the presentation on different artists that were interesting to us. I did Georgia O'Keeffe.
Grandma Moses.
And I did Van Gogh.
Sounds pretty cool. Got a wide array of different artists. It was pretty cool to see how their lives were wrapped around the world of art. So it was pretty cool.
How do you plan to use art in the future?
Well, I would like to be an animator, so I'm going to Castleton for graphic design, hopefully to do something with a TV show or a movie. I would do anything really within the range of graphic design, anything from advertising to game design.
I actually don't plan to really do anything with my art, only because I feel that if I was paid to do something like that, I'd lose the want and interest. So I do it in my free time, and I enjoy it, and I don't want to lose that enjoyment.
I'm kind of the same way. I don't think like drawing I'll probably ever do for profit or anything.
Do you have a special room in your house or where you live that's dedicated to your art or your craft? A room that's your creative place?
My entire house.
Yeah. Probably outside in my backyard. I like to spend time in nature, and then I do a lot of the actual work in my room. I have a desk area with all my art supplies on it. It's very cluttered.
What is the most important thing that you feel you have learned from your instructor? And it doesn't have to be specifically about art. It could be about life or community living.
I feel like she didn't necessarily say this straight out, but it seemed like she found it important to be doing what you love or drawing what you love, anything like that. Just be passionate about what you're doing.
I agree with Lily on that one for sure. I think she really tried to incorporate that feeling of, if you're not enjoying what you're drawing, you're not going to really have a good end product. So, and she really allowed us to kind of see things in a different light. So, I like to try and make things look just like what they're supposed to look like, but I tried to do different things here and there, which is kind of out of my league. But she did that very well.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I've retained a lot from this class. I just started this class not really exploring different aspects and views of art, I guess, and drawing. So this class kind of helped me, I guess, broaden my horizon and understand, it's okay to just draw a line, and
My last question is, has this class helped you get in touch with yourself better?
We did some self-portraits, which I think can help with learning what you look like and help you figure out better understanding yourself. And you can actually figure out what you like to draw through the assignments that we do, and figure out what your favorite things are in art.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree. It's like I'm pretty busy with regular college classes, so for me this was a nice, I guess, break from reality, you could say, but it really allowed me to just remember who I am and just enjoy what I'm doing. So it was fun.
yeah, I absolutely hated a few of the assignments. Absolutely hated it. I thought it was pointless. But now that we, have done it and the class is done, you really comprehend the whole aspect and why we were doing some of the things that I absolutely hated.
Yeah.
So I've
The blood
gained
drawings and
the
stuff.
interest to like it.
Because in the beginning we did some stuff that wasn't really to make any kind of final product. They were just exercises to help us with our technique, and we did not like what we saw afterwards. Because we had some things where we would look at the object, we weren't allowed to look at the paper, and those drawings came out really, really bad. But they did help with hand-eye coordination and drawing what you see. So
It's very cool.
Would you recommend this class to anyone in the community of any age?
Definitely.
Yeah, highly recommend. It is a fun class.
yeah. Eric is a really good teacher.
Yeah, she's good. She's good.
All right,
She
well-
knows her stuff, and there's a big, broad array of things that you can learn too. So you'll find your niche for sure.
Even
Oh.
if you're just a beginner or if you have some art experience, I think.
All right, thank you so much for giving us this time and your thoughts on this lovely class at CCV.
Thank you.
Cool. Hey, thanks, guys.
Yeah, it works.
Cool.
Baubles, bangles, hear how they jing, jing-a-ling, baubles, bangles, bright shiny beads, sparkles, spangles, my heart will sing, sing-a-ling-a-wang, baubles, bangles, and beads, I'll just a glitter and gleam so. Make somebody dream so that maybe he may buy me a ring, a ling, I've heard that's where it leads, wearing baubles, bangles, and beads. Whoa, bangles, hear how they jing, jing-a-ling, whoa, bangles, bright shiny beads, sparkle, spangles.
interviewing with great pleasure and pride Mr. William Costello, who teaches digital photography at CCV. Can you tell us how you became interested in photography and why you decided to make it your life's work?
Well, it started basically right after high school. Just had an interest. At that point, I was making a lot of wilderness trips, canoe trips, and thought it'd be nice to take a camera on one day. But they were very expensive at that point, decent cameras, so I couldn't really afford to get one until the day they ended up in a 60-car pileup on the Connecticut Turnpike. Totaled my car and got enough money from that to buy a camera instead of buying a car, but and that's how I got started. Then I got involved in sports photography with the New England Whalers when they moved the club from Boston to Hartford, Connecticut. So I started shooting hockey in those days.
What is your
That's
favorite
like-
sport to shoot?
Still hockey after all these years. Just the
Field hockey, are you speaking of, or
ice hockey, yeah.
ice hockey?
So I do a lot of NCAA ice hockey games and tournaments.
Do you ever get ice splatting
Oh, yeah.
against your
Oh, yeah.
lens?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a number of rinks where I shoot from the penalty box and you're right in the action. So you're dodging pucks and sticks. There's a tournament this past January and the shot was coming right towards my head. I ducked at the last second. So that's, I've been doing it long enough, not to say I'm always going to skate through, but I really keep my eye. I don't take my eye off that black disc.
Sounds like it's a dangerous
No,
hobby.
that's not too bad.
Where in the world have you taken pictures outside of our country?
Where in the world? Oh, geez, let me see. Russia and the Soviet Union, both. North Africa, Morocco, Algeria, France, Germany, England, Taiwan once, all over this country, Canada.
Can you recall an incident when you were all set to take the perfect picture and you forgot to bring something or some equipment failed?
No, I've been pretty lucky on that scale. The main problem I've had, and we talked about in our class, the cultural sensitivity. Knowing you want to get this photograph, but due to cultural norms, for example, in Africa, there's certain things that are taboo to take pictures of.
And in Amish country, you
And in
want to
Amish
take
country.
pictures and
Yeah.
they would not.
So
do
there's,
that.
you know what, and that's the only thing that's really kind of stifled me at any time. I always bring 2 of everything, so.
Okay. How did you become involved in teaching here at CCV?
At the time I was teaching photography classes at Rutland High School, and I live in Middlebury. Somebody knew about that, and they said they wanted to do a class at CCV in Middlebury. So they got a hold of me, and I reciprocated, and we got together and started that class. Then after that one semester, they wanted to do something down here, so I came down here. I've been here ever since for, I don't know, a dozen classes or so, 12, 14 semesters, somewhere in there.
Have students at all seemed to change, or is it only the apparatus that gets fancier?
Well, students are, they come basically in kind of 3 major kind of groups. Those who just have the real passion for it and really want to make something of this. Those who have an interest and want to get better at it, and those who are just trying to get the credits and move on. So it's good to adapt the course for all 3 of those groups. Yep.
Have you ever taken like?
Yeah, I had an aerial photography business back in the late 80s, mid 90s. Yeah, yeah. We used to do mapping shots, and we did a number of the 2 most enjoyable parts of that. One was the doing mapping spots for prospective projects. For example, the Alumni Stadium at Middlebury College. We photographed that when it was just a little hillside. Now it's a football stadium. And the other one is working with the National Park Service to do infrared scanning, looking for Revolutionary War and other war sites, mostly in New York. We scanned the whole Saratoga battlefield because they're hesitant to go out and dig somewhere unless they know what's going on. So we scanned the whole battlefield, which told them that there could be something here, so they would dig test pits from there. And we found the British Surgical Hospital and the British breastworks, which is the fortifications that try to keep the Americans at bay, and about 20 or 30 bodies.
Oh, man.
Well, we thank you so much for
Certainly.
your time and interest
Certainly.
and your passion, which shows through and is communicated to all students.
Come on down to CCV, sign up. We'll be running a photo class in September.
Oh,
Hope to see you then.
Thank you, Will.
Thanks.